In this video, what we're going to do is we're going to show you how to set up your first follow-up email in your email autoresponder. And no matter what autoresponder you're using, this follow-up message has increased our conversions by over 10% as we use it in our first follow-up emails in any of our campaigns. Because that first email you send out after somebody subscribes really sets the tone of what your new leads are to expect from you, and it helps to build that like, know, and trust faster when your first follow-up email that they come in contact with you is really set up right. And we've done many testing over the years of different first follow-up emails, and none have performed as well as this one. So somewhere in our blog post where you're watching this video, below that will be an email swipe template that you can use and follow along when setting up your first follow-up email in an autoresponder. We're going to be using, of course, GetResponse for this so that I can walk you through the steps that we've been using throughout this particular blog post where these videos have been put in. So once you log into GetResponse, what we're going to do is you're going to land on your dashboard when you're logged in, and we're going to click on List up here at the top so that we can add this first follow-up email with this template. And then I will explain to you how to edit this template. So you go to the list that we created in the prior video, and you'll see it once you click on List. You'll probably just have one. Like I explained, we have many back here. This is just one of our GetResponse accounts where we do a lot of testing and stuff like that. And this is where we actually first tested this email follow-up swipe template that I'm giving you, because we have smaller lists back here that we run a lot of tests through before we implement it on lists that we're building full force. But anyway, in doing this, you just go at the top here and you'll see Create. And what you're going to want to do is click on that blue button and click on Create Autoresponder. Autoresponder are your follow-up emails that go out in a regular automated sequence. You set the time delay. The first email you should always set at 0 so it goes out immediately after they subscribe. So that's what we're going to do. Now, newsletter broadcast, these ones right here, these are one-time emails that you can broadcast out to your entire list at one time. So if you want to send a second email in the day or a third email, you can, because your broadcast, your newsletter broadcast, these go out anytime you desire. You can set them to go out at a certain time. You can broadcast them immediately. You can send them to all your list at once because you would select all lists. But for this video, what we're going to concentrate on is that first follow-up email, because it's so critical in the process of having follow-up emails that go out while you're sleeping, while you're at the beach, while you're on vacation, while you're busy. You have automated follow-up emails that go out called autoresponders. And mostly in most of our bigger email campaigns, the list that we have, we generally stick with about 10 to 12 automatic follow-up emails that are going to go out on this regular sequence. We don't put more than that in because things can change. Things can change with your business. Things can change with your offer. And if you had to go edit like 300 email automatic follow-ups, you'd be there editing a long time. So we never recommend putting in that many emails because you can always broadcast an email, and you should every week. We broadcast emails once a day, actually, these newsletter broadcasts. And that way you at least have emails so when you're gone a specific amount of time, your new leads through your autoresponder are going to have regular follow-ups for at least 10, 12 days. And that's about max we set up. And what's most important is that first few, and especially that first one, because it really sets the tone for what your new leads are going to expect. So you're going to click on this, Create Autoresponder. And somewhere below my video, in my blog post that you're you're either on or you're watching this video on YouTube, there'll be a link to the blog post you can go to, and you can follow all of the steps, and you can see in that blog post where the email template swipe file is, and you will be able to follow along right with me in this video. So the first thing is we need to create a title. A title isn't your subject line. It's just only you will see this, and usually I always name this exactly the same as my subject line. Okay, so I'm going to go now to where I have this email swipe template in my drafts, but like I said, this will be in the blog post for you right below this video. Now we have some subject line examples here. There's actually several different ones. You can see I've done it in a variety of ways, like thanks for subscribing, thanks for ordering, that's why the parentheses, first name, that's where you would use a personalization token from an email autoresponder, and I'll show you how to do that. Here is your blank, like here would be, here is your course. Here is, and better to name it so that it's exactly what they subscribe to through your lead capture page that has your lead magnet on it. You would make that name, the blank, the same. So here is your 101 ways to not fall off a bridge. You know, it would be the same as what your lead magnet offer name is, or ebook. That's so they can easily identify it when they get that first email from you, because remember, they've never had an email from you when they first become a subscriber. So you want to make sure that that identifies exactly with your offer. And again, that makes you set the tone that way as well. And I give you a variety of ways you can approach this depending upon what your business is, what your lead magnet is. Like first name, here is your ebook. Here's the violin course you wanted. Here is my violin course. First name, here is your blank you requested. First name, here is your you ordered, you wanted. I give you some different variables in there so we can make it easy. So I'm going to use this one right here as an example. First, here is your blank you requested. So I'm just going to copy this. You could copy it the same way. I'm going to go to where we were at, and I'm going to put this in here as, and I'm just going to use this first name because in the title here, that isn't the same as the subject line. This is just for your eyes. I know that I used a variable here, a token of first name. I'll show you how to do this in GetResponse. Here is your ebook. Here, no, I am tying this into our eMoney Peeps blogging course test thing that I showed you earlier when we set up the campaign. So here is your eMoney Peeps blogging course you requested. I forgot the U is already in there because I used the copy and paste. Okay, so this is going to be my title as well as my subject line. So I'm going to copy this now. I'm going to paste it down here in the subject line. First name, here's your eMoney Peeps blogging course you requested. Or here is your eMoney Peeps blogging access you requested. It could be that too. You just got to think about how you want people to see that first email, but of course you want it to go along with what they subscribe for. So now this first name token, every autoresponder is different. I'm going to delete that because this is the actual subject line. And right here, this little guy with this pencil looking icon thing, you click on that and I can get my subscriber's first name. I just click on this. And now it puts the right token in there. So what this will do is when I gave you that example of how to set up a lead capture page, and I went through this one right here in the prior videos of setting up a lead capture page, you can see that the form that's here is name and email. And that's why we usually always use name and email for personalization reasons. It helps you to build like, know, and trust much faster, and you can always use that personalized token in your email autoresponder. If you just put email here and you get rid of the form part of it with name, because some people only collect email, I believe that's making a mistake. I believe you should be collecting both name and email, so that when you're sending out email, because you always get generally higher open and click-through rates when you're personalizing the subject line and in the email body, because you can use these tokens in both the subject line and in the email body. But you have to be collecting it through your lead capture page. So remember that. You got to be collecting it, name and email. Emails always, otherwise you're not putting anybody on your list, but you do want to always have the field name and email. We've done it both ways, and always the higher rate has been name and email. We may get more subscribers by not having the name field, which you wouldn't think would happen, but it does. But in the long run of conversion, in people opening, clicking through, and all that through our emails, it's better to have the name and email field. So now that I've done that, here's your eMoneyPeeps blogging access you requested, because they requested it. And you can see I got a comma after the first name, but that's where you get the token from. This will pull their first name of whatever they put in this form when these emails go out automatically after they subscribe. So now I'm going to go back up here for a sec. This first email you always want to go out on day 0. That means it goes out immediately after they subscribe. You want to connect with your subscriber, your new lead, your new subscriber as fast as you can, so that they can start seeing who you are. You don't want this first email to go out a week later or tomorrow. They might forget they even subscribed then and think it's spam. So you want that first email to go out immediately. And I always leave this the same time as the sign up time. I never change that, because that usually means the time of day they're online. Usually it's a good thing to do, because it keeps it generally in the time frame they're online. They're not at work, for most days of a week or something like that. Now you have to add this to the list you want. See, we have multiple lists in this GetResponse account. So you want to choose the list. That's why we needed to set that up in the prior video. You want to make sure that you have your list already set up, so that you can choose the list you want to associate this follow-up with and have that go out. So eMoneyPeeps blogging course, there it is. Now I select that. I leave this on 0. I choose my from address, email address. That's why you need a domain level email address. We have many, because we have many lists, and now I need to select which one, because we have many different ones that we use. So now I'm going to use eMoneyPeeps, and that's going to be support@emoneypeeps.com. Reply to support@emoneypeeps, and this is where you choose this. So if somebody replies to the email, this is where you would see your messages, and we talked about how to answer those messages and find those in another prior video in these steps. And you can always add, if you create another domain level email for another campaign, all you do is go to this little person up here in this top menu next to the life preserver. Anytime in your account, you go to my account, and then you find where it says emails, email, and you add an email address, and you can add more. But we had you sign up to GetResponse with your domain level email, so this should be the email back here. And you can make sure that your name is in there too as well through this account support tab. So now that we have that, we have the right right list selected, the time delay of 0, the right from email address, the right reply to email address, the subject line is already in. Now we go to design message. So now we're going to click on that. Now there's another feature back here where this is a beautiful thing, that you can design a template for all your emails to go out, and make a template that everyone sees. Every time your email goes out, you have a template. That's a whole nother topic that we can discuss some time in another blog post or video, where you create a template, my templates, and I can select a template here because I have one designed, but I'm not going to do that because we have not gone through in prior videos in this blog post about creating your own template. But don't underestimate that neither. It's a very powerful thing, and you can learn how to create your own templates so every one of your emails are styled really nice. And that's what these email templates here can help you do, is make what shows up in somebody's inbox look very professional. For this example, I'm just going to use a blank template. And a lot of times, a blank template is going to be the most congruent to that first email because you really want them to focus in on it, unless you've already decided that you're going to use a template. So we're just going to use a blank template for this example. So all you need to do is click on Use Template. Everything is drag and drop. For creating these layout or these messages, if you want to add an image, you just drag it over here, and then you would put an image within that box. Same with text when you're using a blank template. So I can just move this text here, and that's what you'd want to do, is just drag it over there. So now what I'm going to do is go back to my email template swipe, which you could do below this video. And now I'm going to go to the email copy or the swipe template, and I'm going to grab this. I was going to scroll down and copy the whole works. Come back to here, click in this little empty box here for the text. Paste this in. Now I could add a logo here real quick, and I could click on this and add one of our logos. You could too, or an image. It's very easy to do. I'll just give you an example. You click on that, you scroll down over here, you click on Add Image, and what this does is pulls an image from, we already have images uploaded, but you can add files here by just clicking on this and pull them right off your computer, and you could have a logo or an image of some kind that goes along with the product that you are promoting. And I'm just going to put this in the top of ours. The size, I'm not going to make it huge. I'm going to take a look at it, and it says width 582, 154. I'm going to make that a little bit smaller and go down to 500. Right around there. That's good enough. 502. This little logo will show up in there. And now we're going to go through this template. Now I just wanted to show you, you don't have to do that. Sometimes in emails we don't do that at all. But our follow-up emails, usually I'm using a professional template that I've already added and done. But you don't need to do that. Emails work great just in plain text as well. So you look at how I started this. It's I, we, or our company. Am, is, are, very delighted, first name that you've decided to connect with, take my violin lessons, connect with me, my business, etc. You just got to read through of what it actually is trying to spell out. So what I would do here, because my business is we, me and my son, I am going to put in here and take that out and go, we are very delighted, first name. So now I'm going to delete that because I'm only using it as a placeholder because every autoresponder has a different token. And again, you go up to this little guy here, you click where you want that variable, that token to go, click on him, and I go to first name again, personalization, got the comma after it, leave a space before it just like you would any word, or if you were putting it where you weren't using a comma, again, you'd have a little space like that. That's the way all writing is done between words. We are very delighted, first name Tom, Sally, that you have decided to connect with us. Connect with us and are interested in taking our blogging course. Looking forward to getting to know you better, serving you, coaching you. You can see there's just examples. Here is your blank, meaning you always want to deliver in the top of your email right away whatever it is that you were delivering in your lead magnet offer. Again, even though you have your lead capture page set to click right to it, you still want to deliver it in the top of your email as well. Meaning when they subscribe, they put in their name in the email, they hit the submit button or whatever your call to action button is, takes them now to the offer of your lead magnet where they can download it, get it, whatever. That's the next page they see. But maybe they accidentally hit the closeout button or something happens, they get called away. You want to make sure in the email that you redeliver that link to get to that product they bought. You promise them. You want to make sure it's in the very top of this email. So this is why, looking forward to getting to know you better, serving you, instructing you. I'm going to put looking forward to getting to know you better and instructing you on how to build a business online, instructing you on how to build a business online. Here is where you can get started. And I'm going to put click here now. That's a call to action. Put a couple arrow buttons just to point it out. I'm actually going to go grab my link that goes to our getting started page. So I'm going to come back here now and hyperlink this. This is what's called hyperlinking. You can hyperlink words or a link. This is what makes your link clickable when it shows up in somebody's email inbox. So what we're going to do is left click, drag. We're going to highlight those words. You're going to click on this little link up here. You're going to click on that. You're going to paste in your offer page where they get it. And I'm going to go all the way over to the left, make sure I didn't copy any extra space in there, and I didn't. I'm going to click insert. Now when somebody gets this email, it will be hyperlinked. They will be able to click on that and it will take them to their product, their offer, whatever it was. Now, if we had sold something in our first, a discounted price, a special offer was our lead magnet, I would actually have the delivery button up here where to download their product or their membership access or whatever it needs to be in relation to their lead magnet, our lead magnet offer that they actually did. So now I put, first off, I'm going to bold this, left click drag, hit the B. That means bold, italics. You can play around with any of these things. They work just basically like any editor. I would like to share my contact. I would like to share our contact details with you. So when you have questions or something you want to share, you can get a hold of me, us, my company. See, again, I'm just giving you the variables, us. Now, this email is never going to go out to anybody because this is, like I said, just a test account and a test that I use when I instruct people and help people through blog posts and videos, and just like we're doing now. So I'm not actually going to put, but normally I'd put Richard and John Weberg. I'd put our email address, which I can put that in there, admin at emoneypeeps.com. I could add our phone if we take phone calls, which we do. We take text only, so I would put our phone there. Our first contact with anybody by phone is always by text. So I'd put our number here, our number, and then I would put text only first. Okay. Facebook, we could put our Facebook business page or our Facebook personal profile. We could put Skype in here. However you want to be contacted. See, this is setting the tone. First off, I'd like to share our contact details with you, so when you have questions or something you want to share, you can get a hold of us. And you use those variables that I put in place in the email swipe template. You put your contact details in there because this reassures them that there's a real person here that actually gives a crap about helping them. And so you put in that information. Then secondly, what I would like you to know about me, about being on my newsletter, my course, my business, my ramblings, etc. And this is where you could put some additional information. A little blurb, nothing super long. Okay, like what we would like, because I need to change this to we. Secondly, what we would like you to know about our course is that it is all step by step, completely designed with new piece in mind, and will guide you in the entire making money online process. About our course is all step-by-step, completely designed with newbies in mind, and will guide you in the entire making money online process. And again, I would this is already linked just because yourdomain.com is something I copied. But I would put my course in there, and again, access to it. I'd paste that in there, left control, highlight it, left drag, and then click on the link, paste in the link. Again, I'm hyperlinking it. Insert. Now again, it's linked. Like I said, you can do words, you can do a link. Real ugly links, I never, maybe they're real super long. I always hyperlink words. Then this one is good because it's short, and most of yours should be short as well. Unless you're promoting an affiliate program, then you really most likely want to hyperlink the words. But this can be written for any business, any affiliate marketing, anything. You just have to use the variables, make them apply, and then the emails I'll be sending you, this is another thing that sets the tone. The emails that we will be sending you, my business will be sending you, will focus on these topics. I just put topics in here as an example. Or we'll focus on online marketing and making money from home. Whatever it is your business or your emails will be focused on, discounts, coupons, content related to helping you with all of these products and services, whatever you can think up here. And then here you can list the actual topics, like eMoney Peeps. You will receive follow-up emails, further emails, related to online marketing and building a successful business online. Helpful how-to videos, our latest blog post, discounts and specials on our products and services. Could add another one here. Number 5, other affiliate marketing opportunities. And again, I'm just doing this fast, but this would be whatever related. I'm not going to fix that right now. because this video is getting long, but whatever related. So whatever you're going to be sending them, you're giving them a heads up. This is what to expect from us. You could even write that. This is what to expect from us. This is what to expect from us. Okay. Helpful. Yeah, I'm not spelling so great right this minute. Sorry about that. Sometimes I get kind of anal about the way I do stuff. So I end up having to fix it even though I say I'm not going to fix it. But anyway, this sets the tone of what they're going to expect from you. They got your contact details. You delivered whatever your lead magnet was again. And then thirdly, usually I bold all these where it says secondly. I would bold that. First off, secondly. Thirdly, this is very important to put in your emails. And this is why this is here. I will be, or we will be emailing you on a regular basis. We want our subscribers to know that because we email every single day to our list. Your list is super important to you. You can expect to get an email from us, our company, us, almost every single day. Okay? At any time you wish to discontinue our business dealings, relationship, friendship, etc., all you need to do is scroll down to the bottom of this email or any of our emails, and click on the unsubscribe link. Okay? Again, we're setting the tone. And that's what you want to do. You want to set the tone. You're giving them everything that they could possibly want in that first email, delivering the product, building a relationship with them, telling them what to expect from you. Next, very important, bold that as well. So left click, drag, highlight, and then hit the bold button. Please mark this email as important in all of our emails. And add us. Like I said, I'm just going through and putting in some of the variables. Add us to your contacts in your email provider. Otherwise, you may miss the important emails we will be sending you. You missed the important emails we will be sending you. Please mark this email as important. All of our emails and add us to your contacts in your email provider. Otherwise, you may miss the important emails we will be sending you. Look forward to sharing with you. Look forward to coaching you. Look forward to coaching you, etc. Look forward to coaching you and getting to know you better. Sincerely, we always sign your friends and partners, Richard and John Weberg. And over the years, this is very sincere. Many of the people on our list have become very dear friends of ours. We've actually traveled the world with multiple people off of our email list and became really good friends with people and talked to them all the time, have made partnerships with different product launches, all kinds of things. And that's what's so great about building your email list and why it's so powerful. As you become a really fantastic marketer, you will build relationships with people on your email list as well as other fantastic marketers that you may travel with. You may meet at events or conferences for different things in regards to online marketing. It's a huge opportunity in itself just to be building your email list and what it can do to connect you online with people and people that make things happen. But this is the kind of email, why I'm giving you that, because it sets the tone, like I've said a few times here, and really sets up to start building like, know, and trust with you immediately and your business. And if you're an affiliate marketer, it's no different. You use the words accordingly, and I give you the whole template of a format of how to write it. And don't be afraid to change it around. I'm just giving you what works for us and what we have tested. We've cross-tested with both of our GetResponse lists and our other autoresponder list and other autoresponder companies. And this email has outperformed them all, where our open rate and click-through rate has remained at least 10% higher with every list that we have this style of follow-up email injected into our first one. So that's all there is to it. After you're done with that and you got it the way you want, we always change the font size. So left click, drag over the whole email, or you can just right click on the box and select all like that and click select all. And then what you do is go right here where it doesn't say it, but font, click on that one right there, a little drop down area, and click on 18. And that's what we change ours to, is a font of 18, because when it gets delivered, we have found that to be one of the best sizes to show up good on all devices in their email account. So now that we got that looking the way we want, the next thing we would do is save it. This little save button here, we'd click save. Then you click over here where it says next, and you click next. And now that we've done that, everything is right. We have a delay of 0. We got the right list selected, linked list, eMoneyPeeps blogging course. You'd have your list selected. This follow-up email got the right from email address, reply to. Got our subject line with our personalization. Got our email done. Now that all that's done, what we're going to do is we're just going to save and publish. So now we'd click on save and publish. And that first email will start going out immediately after people subscribe. And you can see, I don't know where that actually came from. Oh, I'm in the wrong list. I got to select the list here. Sorry about that. I must have had that one selected earlier. Different list. Oh, it's a different. Here it is. All right. First name here is your eMoneyPeeps blogging course. That's what we just set up. And you've got to make sure you have the right autoresponder if you have more than one in your selected, so you can see your follow-up emails. And again, all you'd have to do is go to list up here. And it'll show you all your list. And then I could go across over here, go to here and click on these 3 dots. And then click on show autoresponders, because those are the follow-up messages that go out on delay. And like this is the first one, what you'd want to do now is go ahead and write some more emails, follow-up. The next one you would put would be a delay of 1, so you wouldn't have a 0 like we did with this one. The next one after that would be number 2. And you could do that for 10, 12 days and have follow-up emails. They all don't have to be like this one. They can be shorter. It can be building a relationship, and as you start to email market, you'll learn more and more. So don't be afraid to add some follow-up emails in here. You don't have to add a ton right away if you don't want. But like I said, we usually only end up with 10 or 12, and we never add them all like immediately. We want to make sure we get that first good one done in there, and then we'll add a few more and add a few more until we get about 10, 12. And every time you want to add one, you just come back here and you click on create. Click on Create Autoresponder, and of course you select the list you want to add it to, and we would just select that, and we'd go to town just the way we did in this video and add another one. We'd set the delay for, instead of 0, we'd set that to 1, because that would go out 24 hours after the 1 goes out immediately, and that's what that delay means. And then once you're finished, you click Save and Publish, and you'd have 2 automatic autoresponder emails in there going out to your list. They go out automatically, no matter what you're doing. Broadcast emails, again, are when you click on this create button, you create a newsletter. You can broadcast to your list. We do that almost every single day. And it's basically the same format, except you're broadcasting it out immediately, or you're just selecting a time for it to go out. Other than that, my friends, we will see you on the next video. And one more thing before I go signing off. What you want to do now is test your lead capture page. So the lead capture page that we walked through, if you got that finished, what you'd want to do is actually test that. So you want to make sure you get the first email and that you get added to your own list. So I'm going to name this test. And then I'm going to put in here one of my email addresses that I use for testing, because I've had it for years and it gets spammed to death. And this is my test account for just somebody signing up. So now I'm taking my lead capture page where you'd find yours. We created it as over here in the this little menu over here. Click on these bunch of dots, and go for landing page. And you find your landing page that you created, your lead capture page. And this link right here, you can just actually click on it and it'll open it up in a new tab. And this is your link you would advertise if you were trying to run paid traffic or free traffic to build your list. That link is the link you would advertise. And then that is also the one you would test. Make sure I always subscribe, and so does John, my son. We always subscribe to every one of our lists. We want to make sure we see every email that we send out and that we get them always, because you can make errors. Like we've forgotten to link stuff before. And then we go back, because we always open and click on our own emails, make sure everything is always working. That's how you be a professional marketer. You make sure that your emails are showing up the way you want. Otherwise, you tweak them, you fix them. So always test it, always get on your own list. And if it goes to spam, take it out of spam. Because if you're just starting to build your list, you have no email reputation yet. And that helps to teach Gmail and Yahoo and Hotmail that your emails are important. So make sure you move it out of spam. And if it goes there, it happens. Gmail sometimes sends its own Gmail notifications to spam, or Google notifications. Just eventually, you'll build an email reputation better and better, and that's why every email you get, it's best to just subscribe to your own list so you can take them out of spam if they ever go there and mark them as important. Add yourself to your own contacts in your email provider that you're using to test with. So now I'm going to click on this button. I should get brought to my offer page, which I did. So that's working correctly. And then the other thing I would want to do is come into this, not this email inbox, this one. And I get spammed to death in here, so don't be surprised. But there's my first email, test. That's what I put my name as, so that's why it says test. But if I would have put my name as Richard, that variable would have popped up there. Here's your eMoney Peeps blogging access you requested. You'd click on that, and you can see here's the email. Here's my little logo we put in there, and here's everything is linked. So if I click on it, it'll bring me to the offer page. And bang, there it is. Everything is working as it should. And here's our email. Now I'd mark it as important, star it, and then of course I'd add myself to my own contacts, which I already am. You can see the from email address, support@emoneypeeps.com, why it's so important to have your own domain name, email address, and why in these steps we started with telling you why that is so important. Email providers see this as way more valuable than free email if this was like at a Gmail, and builds way more credibility because you look like a professional. Other than that, my friends, I know this was a long video, but I hope this helped you immensely, and we will see you in another video. Have a great day.